The ultimate revelation. God is not outside, He is within us. Have you ever wondered, what if everything you believe about God, about reality, and about who you are, is incomplete? What if the universe is not just a vast emptiness filled with stars, but a conscious field, a living ocean of energy where every thought, every emotion, and every glance shapes the very fabric of existence? What modern quantum physics is beginning to discover is what the mystics have said for millennia. Consciousness is the foundation of everything. The universe doesn't happen out there, it happens through you. And what if the God you've spent your life searching for was never distant? What if the divine spark you call a soul is, in truth, the universe itself trying to remember what it is? Prepare for a journey that unites science, philosophy, and spirituality into a single path. This is the story of the awakening of the monad, the hidden source breathing through all that exists. Since the dawn of humankind, we've tried to understand what reality truly is. We look at the cosmos, at the atom, at ourselves, and always find the same question. What lies behind existence? Science tells us that all solid matter is 99.999% empty space. But what if that emptiness is fullness itself? What if what we call matter is simply slowed down consciousness, vibration taking form, light becoming flesh? Ancient traditions called this origin the One, Brahman, Spirit. But perhaps the most neutral and most precise name is monad. The total unity, the boundless consciousness, the eternal point from which all things emerge and to which all return. Modern physics, in its search for the unified field, is beginning to describe this same reality. An ocean of energy and information connecting all things, the invisible substrate sustaining galaxies, atoms, and thoughts. In this field, nothing is static. The so-called quantum vacuum is the womb of creation, a silence overflowing with potential, where particles dance between being and non-being. Creation itself is vibration, and vibration is the language of consciousness. The universe is a symphony, and each of us is a note in the melody of the whole. Sound waves organize matter into perfect geometrical patterns. Science calls this cymatics. The ancients called it the music of the spheres. Sound, light, and form are different expressions of the same primordial energy. When we feel love, we are in harmony with that frequency. When we vibrate in fear or separation, we create dissonance. The universe responds not to our words, but to the vibration behind them. Quantum entanglement confirms what the sages always knew: everything is connected. Two particles, even separated by light years, remain linked as if they were one. When one changes, the other responds instantly. Distance is an illusion, time, a perception. The cosmos is a living web of consciousness, and we are threads of this infinite tapestry. Each thought, each emotion, each choice ripples through the field. Unity is not an idea, it is a law. Compassion, therefore, is not mere kindness, it is coherence. Love is the vibrational state most compatible with the structure of the universe. The human body is an extension of this intelligence. It is a biological antenna, a translator between the visible and the invisible. Every cell emits light, biophotons, that communicate information throughout the body. And with the universal field, the heart, with its electromagnetic field thousands of times stronger than the brain's, is the true center of this communication. When thought and emotion vibrate in harmony, coherence arises. In that state, intuition awakens, healing unfolds, and perception expands. But within us, there is also a builder of worlds, the ego, the psychological demiurge. It creates, organizes, protects, and separates. The ego believes it is the whole and begins to live in fear. It forgets it is an instrument and tries to conduct the orchestra. Thus, the illusion of separation is born, the me against the world. Yet the ego is not the enemy. It is a reflection of consciousness that has forgotten its source. When the light of awareness passes through it, the ego becomes transparent, a servant of the self rather than its master. The human once again becomes a channel for the monad. The ancient myths already encoded this truth. The Garden of Eden was never about a fall, it was about expansion. The forbidden fruit represents self-knowledge. The serpent, a universal symbol of ascending energy, is the impulse of consciousness to awaken. By eating the fruit, humanity did not fall, it began to see. Duality is the classroom through which the one recognizes itself. With quantum physics, we understand that reality is a field of probabilities. Each thought is a choice. Each focus of attention collapses a possibility. We do not live in a fixed destiny, but in an ocean of timelines that update according to our vibration. Intention is the vector. Attention is the fuel. The universe is not random, it is responsive. From this awareness arises a new kind of ethics. If everything is interconnected, then every action reflects the whole. Good is what maintains harmony in the field. Evil is the distortion of that harmony. Compassion becomes the highest form of intelligence. To do good is not a moral duty, it is a vibrational necessity. The unity of existence requires no belief. It is observable, measurable, and experiential. The universe is, in essence, light and information. Every particle, every thought, every emotion is a packet of conscious data. Reality is a living hologram, a constantly updating code. The mind is the programmer. By changing our vibration, through thought, emotion, or action, we rewrite the code of experience. The outer world is the reflection of the inner one. When vibration aligns, the universe responds. Synchronicities multiply, coincidences become messages, and life flows in natural rhythm. These phenomena are not miracles, they are the natural functioning of coherent consciousness. Chance is merely the name we give to an order not yet perceived. But the path of awakening has its traps. Some flee into spirituality, denying their humanity. Others lose themselves in ungrounded mysticism. And some reject the invisible altogether out of fear. The truth lies in balance. Discernment is as sacred as devotion. The analytical mind and the intuitive heart are two wings of the same bird. Enlightenment is not escaping life. It is inhabiting it with lucidity. Awakening manifests when the spiritual and the everyday merge. Work, relationships, the body, and creativity become expressions of the same consciousness. The gardener, the scientist, the artist, each is a different instrument playing the same melody. Service is the new form of power. Creation is the purest form of prayer. True spirituality doesn't separate, it integrates. It turns the ordinary into the sacred and the present moment into eternity. In the end, we discover that purpose is not something to find. It is something to remember. Joy is the sign of alignment. Service is the natural flow of awakened consciousness. Love is the base frequency of all creation. When we act in love, the entire universe reorganizes. Duality dissolves, and the human being understands that it was never separate from the source. The awakening of the quantum monad is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of true life. When you realize that the cosmos breathes within you, the search ends. There is no longer God and I. There is only being, infinity observing infinity through your eyes. Soft pause. And what if everything you've been searching for has always been within you, waiting to be remembered? If this message resonates with you, share it. Allow more people to awaken to this new vision of reality. Let the field vibrate through you and carry this awareness forward. Because the monad doesn't speak in words. It speaks through those who remember. And now, you remember.